Hello, welcome again to your most exciting lifestyle magazine program, the only program that delves into the lives and trajectory of the most eloquent, most beautiful, and the strongest of them all, the eagle bird, the only bird that flies on its own altitude. No any other bird dares. And this time around, we're talking about the super eagles. My name is Emmanuel Babayaro, and you can call me the Godfather, and you will not be mistaken. What I go? I have a very, very beautiful and most exciting guest. Very personal and dear to me, this particular one. Here's a super eagle of the highest repute. Had a very, very humble beginning and rose to the highest level of the game. I will better introduce him when we start the interview proper, but I want you to join me in welcoming the one and only Greg Etafia. Etafia, you're welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
They don't know. Listen, when we come back after this break, we'll go right into the nitty-gritty of the interviews, and I'll tell you some more about this most beautiful man. Thank you very much, and see you shortly. The Super Eagles is arguably Nigeria's biggest and brightest brand. Most definitely the nation's most uniting factor and image laundering mechanism. And as the name goes, only an elite few men and women are privileged to bear the name. The Eagle Zone chronicles the lifetimes and tales of these icons, heroes, and legends. Join us on this journey of epic proportions as they share their lives with you directly from the horse's mouth. The lives of Segun Odegbami,
Samson Siasia,
Celestine Babayaro,
Tijani Babangida.
My name is Emmanuel Babayaro.
And I'm Chichi Umesaka.
It is a lifestyle.
No, it's a lifestyle.
This is the Eagle Zone. Welcome back. My name still remains Emmanuel Babayaro. Don't forget you can call me the Godfather and you will not be mistaken. What I go? He played for NUB in Kaduna, Lobi Stars Makodi, Plateau United, Super Eagles, all the way to the Nations Cup, all the way to the Olympics, in South Africa with Moroka Swallows for over 17 years, more than 500 games, too many trophies and too many personal trophies even that he won with that club, and had this one unofficial club as well that he played for. He claims he did not play for them, but officially is there on record. He played for them in South Africa as well. He will tell us about that himself. Before he now delved into full-time coaching, and as a coach, he has distinguished himself with the TX Galaxies to becoming one of the most revered and most respected coaches in South Africa. Greg, can you please do us the honor of telling us this eagle? Give us the trajectory of this eagle, how it started, the whole movement from how it started from the humble beginning to where it is right now, and what is happening with Greg Etafia. Please do us the honors.
First of all, I mean, as a kid, you always grow up, to see bigger things in life, and you pray that one day, people you look up to, for me, I'm just so humble, for this podcast to do this interview. You are everything to me, and it's just fortunate that you are the one interviewing me, and I'm so, I just know what to say, but everything, everything about me, first of all, I just need to thank you, personally on the live podcast, for everything you have done for me, for my humble beginning, growing up. I always look up to you because, I mean, you're the best in the country in terms of goalkeeping, and you inspire me to be a goalkeeper. And you won a lot of things with the national, the 17th, with the Olympic team, with the Super Eagles. I mean, you're legends, legend. I'm so humbled to be on your midst today. But yeah, coming to the interview, basically, growing up I always want to play football because I think it's the easier way for you to take care of a family. And yeah, so I played for NUB. You know, NUB is a second division team in Kaduna. And I was training that time, trying to be the best. But God so kind, I came across you. You know, you put me into a good shape and give me the opportunity to go to the national team. In terms of you making one call, you know, for the coach then, the goalkeeper coach then was Emmanuel Kala. And we have the likes of James Peter, you know, which is the head coach that time, you know. So, and they gave me opportunity to train one day. You told them that, yeah, if I train and they see what I can do, definitely they will keep me there. And they did that, they kept me there. That's how my career started, you know, from NUB to Lobi Stars, you know. Okay, basically we went from, you know, camping in Mina, Niger. So we went to Makurdi, camping in Makurdi. Basically, I signed there with Lobi Stars, you know. They gave me a contract while in the camp, you know, because they didn't want to lose me, you know, because we are going for an important tournament, you know. So yeah, that's how I started playing. From Lobi Star, we won the league, you know, back to Plateau United. In terms of, I know I need to move on to get challenged again. So before Plateau, I actually went to the Olympics. You know, I went to the Olympics.
Okay.
Yeah, before Plateau United. Before I signed for Plateau, I went to the
Olympics. With Celestine, right?
Yes,
Celestine was your captain,
yeah,
you was skipper. But when I don't lose for that Olympic, come out,
yeah,
man.
but you know, there's a lot.
Olympic, and then they use F-up for call that F-up, man. When I F-up for that Olympics,
you
man.
guys put a big standard. Yeah, standard was so high, you know. And we come in there, you know, we want to do our best, but you know, things didn't work out. But you know, I was.
Kanu play?
No, Ogbonna Kanu.
Okay.
It was his younger brother.
Ogbonna, okay.
Yeah, Ogbonna.
Sele was your captain.
Yes, Sele was the captain. Azubike Olise. You have Yakubu Ayegbeni. You know,
we have a strong squad now. No, that was very mess up.
No, it was. Unfortunately, we just out. You know, sometimes tournaments happen that. Yeah. So from there, I graduated to senior national team, the Super Eagles. Yeah, which I'm still grateful, you know, to play every category of the national team. But yeah, that's how my journey started. Yeah, so before I traveled to South Africa to play for Moroka Swallows.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for that little one. But we still need to understand more. You got to Moroka Swallows, South Africa. What happened in South Africa?
Yeah.
The clubs you played and the memorable things that you did with them. The iconic things, those things that everybody would like to know.
Yeah, I mean, South Africa was a huge experience because before then, I only traveled with the national team. Yeah, but, you know, going away now for a very long time in terms of you're going to stay for a season or 2 seasons or 5 seasons, which I was hoping for. From there, I can go to Europe. But things get, you know, become interesting in terms of how I play and how they really want me. So the first season, I signed 3 years contract, you know. So after a season, they decided to take out the other 2 and give me 5-year contract because I was grateful in terms of how they treated me because they promised me a lot of things. They pay for my education, you know. They say they took my parents there, you know. If they like there, they can stay.
Yeah.
And my girlfriend, who is my wife now, was
your table tennis partner. You will tell them about your table tennis partner later on.
Yeah. So she's my wife now because that time we were dating, and you know, I told them, okay, apart from my parents, I still need someone that I will relate to, you know, basically, you know, everything that is a friend. She was a big, you know, part of my life in terms of growing up. You know, we grew up basically in the same street, together, you know. So yeah, and yeah, that's how I started. 2002, I went to South Africa in June, yeah, for 1 week, but I didn't stay 1 week because after 2 days, the coach then was Gavin Hunt, and he said no, because then you have to go back to your country to make your work permit and all this stuff. And it was 2 foreigners were allowed in the league that time. You know, right now it's 5 foreigners. So yeah, I was fortunate enough to be the one of them. And as a goalkeeper, it was very difficult that time because they tried to promote their league that time. They're just coming back after winning the 96 Nations Cup. Yeah, so yeah, the league was starting to get better, you know. Yeah, 2002, that's my journey, you know, that's where my journey started with Moroka Swallows, you know. Yeah, so I played for 17 years. There was a lot of ups, which I'm grateful. I play a lot of games over, as you said, over 500 games, at Swallows, in 10 league and cup games. I won MTN 8. I won the Netband Cup. The only thing I didn't win at Swallows was the league, but it was a goal difference. It was only one goal difference. So it was Pirates that won it with one goal difference. So they scored one goal more than us,
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. That year we thought, because we are on top of the league for
a very long
for
time.
a very long time, So yeah, that's the only thing. But any other cup in South Africa, I've won any other cup. I've won personal award, best goalkeeper, and the club side, I've contested in terms of the goalkeeper of the season in the league, So there was a lot of good things, And from when I was in South Africa, I still come to the national team, the Super Eagles, which I was grateful for them to see me invited, to the national team. Yeah, so that was a good memory for me.
Yeah, but can you also now tell them about that unofficial club you don't like to accept that you played for, but you did officially played for them?
Yeah.
And how did that happen?
Yeah, it happened. Okay, after playing for Swallows for over a decade and plus, I just decided, okay, I want to go into coaching. I see myself as a goalkeeper, so I think I can impart knowledge to the goalkeepers, the younger ones that are coming, because I played the league and I've tried to educate myself in terms of coaching courses. So I was starting my journey as a goalkeeper coach. So I had a club they call Highlands Park. Highlands Park, based in Johannesburg, a very massive club, very big club. They have huge history, but not like Swallows. But yeah, now I'm coaching the junior side, which they call the DDC. DDC is like MDC side, basically the reserve team.
Yeah, the reserve team.
Yeah, so I'm just starting my goalkeeping career, coaching career there, So we train opposite the first team. So the first team, they're playing a friendly game, preparing for the big season. It was a massive season. They have a new coach, new players, everything was like, rosy for them, for them to do well. So unfortunately, the goalkeeper then got injured the training session, and we were training the other side. So the coach and the president, they saw, because I look after myself, I try to be fit, I try to stay, because I train with the other keepers to show them what they need to do, because the younger ones.
Yeah.
So now there was nobody to go in. Now they said, no, I must come back, I must come down and play, So about 75 minutes, because he got early injury. The goalkeeper that was playing before, they call him Kapini. He was from Zimbabwe, so he got injured earlier. So they said I must go into without warming up. I just went in, put in gloves. So I kept a clean sheet. I kept a clean sheet in that game. The coach was saying that, but how can you just retire? Well, I mean, no.
How can you retire?
How can you retire? It's not possible. No, we give you 2 years contract. I went to the office the next morning to sign a 2 years contract with the proper player sign-on fees and every bonuses, structure everything. So I was in the coaching crew contract before. Now they have to cancel that one to bring me back to player. So, but my Z wasn't there to play again. I really want to go into coaching that time, So after the first round of the season, I was really competing, and people were like, no. It was a big, story in the town. I came back now out of retirement, all this stuff. So, but my ambition was to coach that time again.
Yeah.
So I went to them after the season, played few games, went to them after the season and told them that, no, I can't. I know I can. If I really want to do it, I can do it. But for me to give myself peace and joy, I want to coach. If they can still give me that opportunity to coach in the junior side, I will be very grateful. But I just want to go back. It's not about the money again. It's just about how I feel and what I want to do. Yeah, so I said, so I want to go back to the junior side. They said, no, you have to. It took over 2 weeks. So they really convinced me. The coach convinced me. Everyone, even the players, So, but I just told them I stood by my word, and I just said, no, I need to go into coaches. That's why I start my D license, my C license. So I went to advanced goalkeeper coaching course. So I just decided that time I need to do whatever I need to do to equip myself to become a better goalkeeper coach. So I'm so grateful to them, for the opportunity for them to want to bring me back to play. But that's why I say basically it's only one team I play for, Moroka Swallows, which is I'm grateful for them. Got everything through them in terms of the citizenship, in terms of my kids born there, in terms of everything. So South Africa really, playing in South African League, it really gave me a lot of great things that I can be proud of. Anytime I look back, I can say, okay, I'm grateful to God for.
We're going to get back to that because there's another whole story behind that. We'll get to that. But before we do that, after this club now, you moved next. That's when you now moved into your full-time coaching.
Yeah.
So how did that happen, and where do you coach now, and what unique thing? Because a little birdie, because we do our homework. A little birdie told me that you are like the man with the Midas touch. In a few years, any goalkeeper you start coaching, the next thing, boom, the goalkeeper is at the top. Any goalkeeper you start coaching, I understand about 3 or 4 goalkeepers now you were training at the top of their game now with the biggest clubs in South Africa, even their national team. I even understand that we should hold you responsible for what Rwanda came here to do to us. Because I understand it was your goalkeeper that came to give us that problem. So please, let us know about your coaching.
So when I left Highlands Park, because bigger team, so I was doing well at Highlands Park in the junior side. So the pro side, which is TS Galaxy, they saw what I was doing with the junior side. They said, okay, if I can get that opportunity in the senior side, I can do better. So I went to TS Galaxy. Yeah, I sent during the mid-season, so they were having some problems. So I came in. The fourth keeper, there was a fourth keeper. All of them were good. There were 4 keepers there. Everyone was fantastic. I trained everyone, according to how we need to play. But I saw something in the fourth keeper, which, basically I'm the one that's making him to stay.
The fourth keeper, number 4 keeper. You saw something, not in the number 1, number 2, number 3, the number 4
the fourth
keeper.
So they're about to release himself. So they had a meeting, the president of the team and the coaches, they want to release him because they already make up, because of mid-season,
Bottom line, they want to send him away. That's because in football, when you hear release, people will not understand to release him.
They want to send him
They
away.
want to send him away.
Yeah, so I said, no, guys, after 2 weeks, if there's no improvement in all of them, they can release who they want to release. So, but I want to start afresh with them. So we start working. So I go to training. So normally in South Africa, we train like 10 o'clock in the morning. So I normally go, just for me, because I love the game, I go 8:30. I start training with the keepers 9 o'clock. So before the main training starts. So I train 1 hour ahead, but not doing hectic things that will affect the main training. So try to see, because what I did and what I learned coming into coaching, I try to study what they're good at and what they're not good at. I try to check videos. So I do my research and other things. So I try to work on the good things. The things I'm not good at, I try to improve. But the fourth keeper become extraordinary. He was so good that it was open for anyone to start when we started the second round of the season. So he started. I just decided to say, okay, everyone have played, everyone have got his chance. Let him get his chance too, because he hasn't played a single game. So from that half season, from the half season, that was 15 games, because we played 30 games, 16 teams. He kept 12 clean sheets. And the one for Rwanda was lucky enough, when he started playing the cup and getting towards the end of the season, we couldn't change, because now the momentum was so, and goalkeeping.
It was intense.
Yeah, it was intense, So, and his form was, you cannot change him. Now he gets invited to the senior national team in Rwanda. So now he's there now. So we said, okay, let's just finish the season with him. That's how Chiefs came again. Kaiser Chiefs came and bought him over. Massive. They bought him he was one of the biggest transfer as a goalkeeper. Apart from the goalkeeper for Sundowns that came from SuperSport, he's the second highest goalkeeper in terms of the transfer they make for him. Yeah. So the third one that went to Sundowns, he was just, okay, he has to go there because he was a junior keeper. So Sundowns, they just saw the talent in him. And they said, no, they spoke to me. I said, okay, yeah, you can have him, So the other one, again, from Serbia, that was playing too, he went back to Serbia. So this season that just finished now, I started afresh again with a goalkeeper from Ivory Coast and a goalkeeper from Czech Republic. and a junior goalkeeper from the development.
When are you going to have a goalkeeper from Nigeria? It'd be like saying you don't like us again. This man.
No. The thing is, when the opportunity arises, you always have that chance to say. But right now, I'm looking at that now. I'm looking at that. I think that is the right time for me to have someone from Nigeria, because the league now is a little bit, the standard is high now in South Africa. You know, you can see they have developed in terms of playing wise, in terms of everything. You know, they really learned a lot during that 2010 World Cup, what they did, and they tried to ask a lot of questions. And so they improved everything, you know. And that's why you see a lot of players coming from overseas. In terms of the South Americans, you know, they're coming to play South African League. Not talking about the Zimbabweans, you know, but now it's all internationals. If you're an international player, play for your national team, you're top, you have a chance. But that doesn't guarantee you they're going to sign you. You know, you still have to come and show yourself. You still have to come, because what they see in tape, and they invite you over to sign, but you still need to see whether you're injured or you're not injured. Likewise, players and goalkeepers, you know. So, yeah, I'm hoping one big goalkeeper from Nigeria will come and help.
Let's not deviate too much, because this is the flight of an eagle.
Yeah.
It's all about your Super Eagles program. Can you please tell everyone about your Super Eagles days? What stood out for you? How did you get invited? How did you get spotted? How was your first day at the Super Eagles? Your games? Tell us your story. What is your Super Eagles story? Your best friend, or your good friend, or some memorable times with the Super Eagles?
Super Eagles, I mean, you growing up, that's the highest you want to go and play. You know, my memorable moments in terms of, going to the AFCON, 2004 in Tunisia. You know, it was so great. You know, the atmosphere was good because we have the likes of JJ, Kanu Wangpo, you know, Celestin Babanyaro. We have Yakuba Yegbeni, Victor Agali. We have in the midfield, we have the top players, I mean, everywhere, from Yobo, from the back. You know, we have Joseph Anakairi. We have Fanny Odenze. You know, Musa, I forgot his name now. He was playing the home base. So there was a lot of good players in that AFCON, and you know, we came third. Osaz Adowinji. Osaz was there too. You know, so we came third. You know, it was a great tournament, and the atmosphere was good. But you know, when I was in the Super Eagles, everyone was my friend. You know, I was close to everyone in terms of, you know. That's how you brought me up in terms of, you know, to respect everyone, you know. So I was close to everyone. Garba Lawa was my roommate. Gaba.
Chindo.
He was my roommate that time, you know, and, you know, he advised me a lot, you know, because, you know, coming from Kaduna, and he was from Kaduna too, and through you, he knows that I was your boy, you know. So, he treated me very well. Julius Agawa was there too, you know, so everyone there, you know, it was a great, you know, feeling. But the only regret is just I didn't play enough game, you know, in the national team because, you know, Vincent was just something that, you know, you can't just take away, try to compete with him. But I was in South African League. He was playing in Lee and I was winning like goalkeeper of the year and all those stuff. And but the fewer games, my only regret is the fewer games I played, you know, in the Super Eagles. But the under 17, under 23, I played a lot of games. Basically, I was playing everything, you know.
All right, hold your thought there, because you know, you just touched that place that we're about to talk about, but we'll do that immediately after this break. The Super Eagles is arguably Nigeria's biggest and brightest brand. Most definitely the nation's most uniting factor and image laundering mechanism. And as the name goes, only an elite few men and women are privileged to bear the name. The Eagles Zone chronicles the lifetimes and tales of these icons, heroes and legends. Join us on this journey of epic proportions as they share their lives with you directly from the horse's mouth. The lives of Segun Odegbami,
Samson Siasia,
Celestin Babayaro,
Tijani Babangida.
My name is Emmanuel Babayaro.
And I'm Chichi Umesaka.
It is a lifestyle.
No, it's a master.
This is the Eagles Zone. Welcome back. You can see I've changed my position. So you know, say it's time for war. Yeah, because you just touched the honest, what do they call it again? Honest nest or something, you know, because you mentioned, when you made mention of that name, Eyama, Vincent, arguably the greatest goalkeeper from Nigeria, you know, best goalkeeper of the decade and everything. And there goes my problem.
Yeah.
I had this situation with you. I want the world to be the judge. What happened when you told me you wanted to go to South Africa? I remember I told you no. Yeah. I said, don't go to South Africa. Because at that time, South African football, the money was there, you know, but the game, football-wise, they were not up there. Yeah. And I specifically said something to you. Can you please tell, because I'm still going to come fight you, can you please tell the world, what did I tell you? I said, if you go to South Africa, what was going to happen? Tell the world now, please.
I'm going to lose my position as number one goalkeeper, you know. Yeah.
I told you. Yeah. I said, if you go to South Africa, you will lose the number one goalkeeping spot in Nigeria.
Yeah.
And the moment you lose it, it's going to be difficult for you to get it again. Why don't you stay? For a bit, you were the in thing at that time, the greatest goalkeeper, the best by wide margin. There were so many. I remember late Chris Esaka, everybody was on to you, deals left, right, center about Europe. But you came to say, oh, South Africa promised this, promised that you were so into South Africa, and you ran away. But I know you want to tell them your reason. But first of all, I want you to tell the world, do you now accept that my reason was valid or not valid? This is court now. This is the court now. Tell the world now, was my reason valid or not?
Nah, yeah, I mean, very valid, man. You the boss, man. You always see ahead. But, you know, at that time I was so blinded, you know, because I really wanted to help the family. You know, my parents, you know, growing up, you know, seeing them where we are coming from, I really need to get out there,
do something
fast. You know, I won the league in '99 with Lobi Stars, so I was in the national team ahead of the home base. I was the best goalkeeper. I was the best goalkeeper in Nigeria at that time. '99, I was the only home base goalkeeper that was in the camp with the Victor Ikpeba, you know, Sunday Olise. I mean, the Super Eagles. They were in the Super Eagles, you know. So Ike Shoromo was, I mean, it was so good to me that time, you know, and yeah. Still so good to me. Normally call me sometimes to give me advice, you know, all those things. Into coaching now. I had this coaching in Nigerian League too. Yeah. So, but you told me that, you know, going to South Africa is going to be disadvantage to me because at that time, you know, Nigeria didn't rate South African League. And for me, I was just looking at, you know, taking care of my family in terms of, you know, my education, my siblings, you know, I just want them to have a better life. So for me, I just feel like I need to sacrifice something, you know, that's where I go to, because I have offers in Israel, because Vincent later went to Israel, because it was our group then was Vincent, Delia Yunuba, and Austin Ejide, you know. So it was very tough, you know. We are just best in the league, and I was playing for Lobi Stars, our age group that time. We were just the best in the country, because I went to South Africa, Vincent went to Israel, Delia went to Israel, and Austin Ejide went to Tunisia to play for a third side. So I was the only one that was disadvantaged because, you know, South African league and all those stuff. But I was still trying my best, you know. Yeah, but when you're playing in Israel, and Vincent didn't stay longer in Israel because after the mid-season, he went to Lille in France, you know. So, and yeah, playing at Lille was, you know, in Europe, and it was a top league, you know. So yeah, and when he came back to the national team, he got this opportunity. We were there with him, tried to fight with him, but, you know, he couldn't drop that jersey because he knows that people around him, they're good too, you know. So I think, you know, me, Delia Yunuba, Austin Ejide really, you know, push him for him to be better, more. We can see more of Vincent. I just think he's unfortunately, retired quick, and yeah. So, but yeah, that was our set, and there was good memory. We're good friends up to now. Dele is into coaching now.
Yeah.
Austin Ejide still want to play.
I understand. Dele's son is also a very
Yeah,
fantastic
very,
goalkeeper.
very good goalkeeper too. And what's his name? Vincent. Yeah, I spoke to him basically every day. He has a team. He's helping out in France. His son too is a goalkeeper.
Yeah. I think because we're friends on Instagram, I see the training.
Yeah. So yeah, yeah. So yeah. Yeah, well, I'm just happy with our set. We still into that football environment.
I believe you're very happy, right?
No, I'm so happy. Thanks to God, thanks to you. Yeah, that's the only thing I can say for me right now. The only regret I have is just the fewer games, not getting to where I vision myself and where you really want me to be. But apart from that, my life is good. I'm grateful to God. My kids are citizens in South Africa. My kids are okay. My wife is there. I'm happy because I'm coaching. I'm into coaching now. Yeah, producing good goalkeepers in terms of South African. Going in terms of a transfer, and it's difficult for you to every season for you to keep on having new goalkeepers and they still become the top. Not that you are releasing them; other clubs are buying them. So, which is a plus for me, and I still want to do well in that. Well, I'm just happy to be a goalkeeper coach now because I'm still in the system. I'm enjoying going to work every day. To help the young ones. Yeah. So yeah, but basically, I'm very very happy, and South Africa is just my home. Likewise like Nigeria. So yeah, but the home is home. Nigeria is Nigeria. So.
Right, so it's not a surprise then. So most people are right when they say you are the coach with the Midas touch. You remember those days? The moment I just trained like this, boom, the person is in the national team.
Yeah,
so that's
true.
the same thing you're doing now.
Just basically everything,
That's amazing. That's a beautiful story. And then you mentioned your wife, and then certain things come to my head because don't forget, like you said, it's part and parcel of the whole stories. Most people will not understand how close you are with your wife. I remember that day when I was speaking with her, I think on your phone, on video. I was asking her how her backhand smashed.
Yeah.
I remember those days when, because both of you were kids, you were practically almost like mates.
Yeah, we
friends
meet.
from the same street.
Yeah.
The same everything.
Yeah, we
from
grew
your
up
childhood.
together. Yeah.
And each time I see you guys are always playing table tennis. They smash. Now so the babe go they smash.
Yeah.
So how is she doing? How
Now
is she
she's
confirmed with South Africa?
she's fine. Yeah. Basically, I mean, I'm happy. She's happy. She's she always say to me every day. She's grateful. I'm still into football, in terms of coaching wise. After playing this, I'm still into, this is joy, So, but, growing up with her and everything, we passed through because it wasn't, it was like, for me, I think she really guided me in terms of my lifestyle, discipline wise, Yeah, so he guided me in the right direction and I was so calm to stay with her in terms of everything I do. Basically, we do everything together. Apart from going out to play football, when I'm at home, we play table tennis, we play Lido, So our school was not far from each other, So everything, we grew up together and I'm still together with her. Yeah, she's my best friend. She's just a friend to me, I don't call her my wife again. She's a friend to me. And yeah, so yeah. And we have kids. I have 3 kids now. They are grown up now. We tell them the stories and I keep, the little one, in the little one, I try to show him and tell him how, but yeah, are you really sure, Yes.
I think your relationship with your wife will make a very good book.
Yeah.
It's a very good film because let me make you laugh a little. I'm sure, or let me embarrass you a little before the public. Remember those days? I think that was when you played Lobi. You were so famous. You were everywhere in Nigeria. I remember then girls started disturbing you. Yeah, you didn't laugh. You think I don't forget? Girls started disturbing you those days. And sometimes you will now come to me. You're like, oh, this girl. She's this, she's that. This girl. Then at the end you will now say, but sir, But I know if you leave Becky, I know if you leave Becky. The thing they pay me, but me and Becky, sir, me and Becky, you know. So it's
Yeah,
a beautiful story to know that you
yeah,
weathered all that storm.
yeah.
Nothing could come between you and Becky.
Yeah, she did a lot for me. You know, growing up, mostly, you know, I mean, our mom was having this provision shop. You know, I mean, you know,
We
basically.
all have that story, football story.
Yeah.
Look at any of that woman where mama get food, either restaurant
Yeah,
or they sell provision,
yeah.
will go friend daughter.
Yeah.
So that certain things will help her to survive.
You know-
But you can't go survive. The trap can't catch you. But it's a good trap.
Yeah, I know, it was very good. I'm so happy. I'm so
It's
happy.
an
I'm so
excellent
happy.
trap. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm very happy. I'm very happy with you guys and everything.
Yeah.
Having said that, can you let us know, do you have any other business that you do outside football in terms of investments?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. There's like okay. My son always wants me to do goalkeeping academy. But what I do, I haven't started it officially, but during off season, so the whole, like basically every team from the first division to the Premier League, the goalkeepers, so they come to me to, you know, to keep them fit. Yeah, to keep them fit. You know, I have the likes of Danny Akpeyi, Bruce Vuma, you know, the likes of Itukune, you know, there are a lot of them. I'm just talking about the ones that,
You
you know,
Itukune, is it a short one? Is it Itumele Nkune?
Itumele Kune.
I love that guy, man.
Yeah,
You don't understand. I love that.
Yeah.
Listen, I think that's one South African goalkeeper
Yeah.
that I love so much.
Yeah.
Itumele Nkune.
Kune. Yeah.
I can never forget that name. I love him.
He was at the World Cup. He was the
Yeah, I know,
Confederations
of course.
Cup. You know,
Fantastic keeper.
very top. You know, very
until
top.
He started coming down.
Yeah.
He was fantastic.
Yeah, it was
I
very
love
good.
him.
Yeah,
I love
it
him.
was good. It's good. You know, so they always come to keep fit. You know, before the season starts. You know, so yeah. Apart from that, I do podcasts too. You know, going to TV. You know, most of the time when there's like Nations Cup, World Cup, you also both stations I can go to any station. But the last time I work on SABC, but I did work at SuperSport too. You know, but we have our own podcast, podcast school. It's African Connect.
Okay.
African Football Connect. So we talk about basically the whole African League, from Algeria for North Africa to the West Africa to East Africa to Southern region. So we cover every league, you know. Yeah, you know. So yeah, that's what I do now. Apart from what I love more as a coach, goalkeeper coach.
All right,
Yeah.
thank you very much. Now
Yeah.
I want to ask you one specific question that I know Nigerians will want to ask you. When will you come coach us? Yeah, because I mean, with all due respect, the what do you call it? What do they say? Your work speaks for itself.
Yeah.
You know, as a coach, under how many years you produce more than 3 top keepers, the whole keepers in South Africa comes to you for training, and you've gone through all the badges. And I was very, very excited. And when I heard that particular, when you said you went for advanced goalkeeping coaching, I mean, you were very specific. It's not just coaching in general.
Yeah.
You were it's like when you have a doctor, a general doctor, and a doctor who specializes in. You specialize in goalkeepers,
Keeping.
so that's an amazing thing. And you've been doing amazing work in South Africa.
Thank you.
You just said it. You are a South African, but you're also a Nigerian. Nigeria in the home.
Yeah.
So as you work for South Africa, when you won't come work for us, when will you work for us?
It's always every Nigerian dream. My dream, you know, is to come and help any way I can help. You know, any category. You know, I'm open to that. You know, I'm open to that. For now, I don't know who. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think we're not more than 2 or 3 Nigerian goalkeepers that coach outside Nigeria. You know, and like club that are doing well. So I have that experience now in terms of I played for Nigeria, and I'm a Nigerian. And if any opportunity comes, I will definitely take it with both hands.
I'll hold you by your words, or Nigerians will hold you by your words, by your own words.
Yeah.
And having said that, it's about the flight of an eagle. Now, what would you say, or how would you rate this particular eagle, your trajectory? Your trajectory, you know, in that horizon where no other birds can fly, where no other birds can dare. On a scale of 1 to 10, how well would you say you have done as an eagle, as a super eagle, not just an eagle, a super eagle? How well would you say you have done?
Okay, let me just put it in different ways. In playing wise, I can put myself maybe 4. In playing wise, in terms of in the Super Eagles, where I really, but from the junior side, I was so satisfied. I was everything. I was from the 17. I was basically everything. But the Super Eagles is where you really want to, and from there you can go play in a bigger team. But I didn't get that dream. But in terms of club side wise, it's 9. Probably I can just say if I can give myself 10/10, I can give myself 10/10 because I achieve everything I need to achieve because I won the league in Nigeria, which I miss in South Africa. But any other league, any other tournament, any other competition, which basically the money is still the same like the league, So I won ever like an individual award, I've done for myself. I just say I'm so grateful. My part, I've tried where I can try to be in terms of the club side environment. But in the national team, my only regret is not playing enough games.
Okay, in other words, this eagle did well. This eagle landed well. This eagle is happy.
Yeah.
This eagle is comfortable. This eagle have too much money.
No, not too much money. No.
You already told the world that I know everything. Don't let me begin the secret.
No.
You know, say Nigeria now is very dangerous. If I begin pinpoint certain places where certain things there.
No. Okay.
You are very comfortable, man. You're proud and happy about it. We're all proud of you. We're very happy.
Thank you.
Now, I want to ask you, just mentioned something because there's been this debate. I thought that club was very exclusive. Well, it's still exclusive, irrespective. You played under 17.
Yeah.
Did you play under 20?
I was in the camp, but I didn't go for major tournaments. So I was in the camp with under 20, but the major tournaments I didn't go.
So officially you didn't play for under 20.
Yeah.
So you don't come out from our camp. I think say you did for that camp. You play 17, 20, 23, and Super Eagles.
No.
So now 20 come
So
up to you.
I was under 17.
Yeah.
So I was good in terms of what I was doing under 17. I went to the Nations Cup and the World Cup. So I get promoted straight to the under 23. So with the likes, because there was no tournament. That time there was no tournament in between.
Yeah.
So they had the next tournament was under 23, which was like a Nations Cup. They have to go to play the qualifiers here. Because I went to Meridian in South Africa, Meridian Cup.
Yeah, the Meridian.
With the likes of Essen, that time in the Muntari, Ghana actually won the tournament. We were in the finals with Ghana. That's time the Meridian Cup started in South Africa, So so I jump over there and on the 23.
Like they say, almost doesn't count. The bottom line is you do not belong to that club because I am opportune to be in that club.
Yeah.
I think Mikel is the only exclusive one because he's the only one who played World Cup in all the categories, 17, 20, 23 Olympics and Super Eagles World Cup. But some of us also played in all the categories, not in the major tournaments like World Cup, but we played in tournaments, CAF organized, FIFA organized tournaments.
Yeah.
So in that regard, Mikel stands alone.
Yeah.
But in the regard of playing all the national teams, very few of us. I thought you were in that league.
No, you're top. You always top.
It's really beautiful having
you.
And thank you for availing us with your time. I knew you were in time. I'm not going to pretend to be that I don't know because there's no way you can be in town and I didn't know. But again, there's no way you could be in town and we don't come barging in on you the way we did. That's why I'm sure you were taking your cool breeze in your garden, where you're relaxing, and we had to bump into you. Thank you for giving us your time.
No, so grateful.
You came back to Nigeria recently. There was a reason for your coming back.
Yeah. I did lost my dad. I lost my dad. I was very close to him. So
I know, I was there.
Yeah. So I lost my dad. So we have to bury him and some traditional. African. So I have to come back, and yeah, that's it.
That's
But
the reason
yeah,
you
that's
came.
it. Yeah,
And then I now pulled you to Abuja
yeah,
to come and grace us with your presence, so we
Yeah.
can be able to put you on the hot seat and ask you the question. So so far how have you enjoyed Niger? I'm sorry,
I,
while you're in South Africa, you heard so many things and all that, but you're in Nigeria. How have you enjoyed us?
Nigeria is always. Nigeria is always Nigeria. A lot of things. Just those things you miss in South Africa, the craziest thing. But when you're at home, in terms of when you're in Nigeria, you always feel that you're at home. I'm so happy. Seeing my family, seeing you, seeing you after a very long time. Seeing you, and my siblings. And seeing my family. My parents. Yeah, the ones the people I grew up with, So I still went back to where I grew up, in Tudunpower.
Yeah. How did I forget that?
So I went there, I went there to see my old childhood friends. It was so great. So far so good. Home is always home.
The most unique thing about what you did, you were proud to go back to your roots, where it started from, where the dream started and everything. You were so proud to do that. You even took pictures and video you sent to me. You were so excited and very nostalgic as well.
Yeah.
Sele, the last thing he wants to see is to show him a picture of our house where we started from in Damaturu Road. The moment you tell Sele, say, boss, you go tell, say, you are who? I'm not sure saying me and you. I know maybe they never bought me that time. Maybe I stayed there.
Yeah.
But I'm so proud of you for doing that.
No, thanks.
And I think you're one of the most humble of the players that I've ever known. You understand what I'm saying? That I've ever known. All my life, you still remain humble. You're very disciplined. You understand what I'm saying? Nigeria is so proud of you. We are so very, very proud of you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I can't thank you enough. My crew, my guys here who are all right here watching us. We can't thank you enough for your time. Nigeria is pleased with you, and we're going to pray, so that you bring that Midas touch to us in Nigeria, because for some time we've been having some goalkeeping crisis.
Yeah.
In 30 seconds, can you please tell us what is your opinion of our present Super Eagles? Because we're having challenges. Real quick.
Generally, it's a new coach that is in, so they just won the Unity Cup now. Yeah, before then, I think they could have stamped the authority in terms of the qualifiers, being at the World Cup, giving themselves chance, because South Africa, we cannot really hide that South Africa are ready to go to the World Cup. They have improved for where they are, for where they were before and where they are now. I think there's a huge, big step. And for Nigeria to catch up is going to take a miracle, a miracle, because they're really ready and they're prepared, to really go to the World Cup.
Well, the good thing is miracles do happen,
Yeah,
right? We
yeah.
all agree that miracles do happen, so we'll keep praying for that miracle.
Yeah.
I want to thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
I can't thank you enough for
Thank
gracing
you.
us with your presence. You are my man. You know what I'm saying? That's
No, I'm
how you guys
humble.
say it's South Africa. My man, my man.
No,
I'm
so humble to be around you.
I'm glad that you're here.
Yeah.
At the end of this program, if you will also avail me with your presence, we have this paraphernalia that you help us sign. For everybody who's been on this program, have to sign on it.
No problem.
On that note, we want to say thank you. It's been Greg Etafia, Nigeria's former Super Eagles player, played internationally, and is now the man with the Midas touch. I call him the super coach. Greg Etafia.
Thank you, sir.
God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
My name is Emmanuel Babayaran. You can call me the Godfather. You will not be mistaken. In Wadago, it's been the flight of an eagle. Stay tuned, because we will always be right back to entertain you. Thank you very much.